Did you know that only 2 of men truly understand the facts we're about to reveal? And here's something even more shocking. A woman's body can undergo temporary physical changes after anal sex that most people have never heard of. These changes can include heightened sensitivity and a lingering sense of fullness. But wait, that's just the beginning. What if I told you that discussing these taboo topics can actually improve your relationship? That's right. Couples who openly talk about their sexuality have stronger emotional connections and trust. Stick around as we uncover some mind-blowing psychological and physical facts about a topic most people shy away from. Get ready. You won't believe what's coming next. First, let's talk about anal sex itself. Although it's still considered taboo by many people, it's been a part of human sexuality for centuries. People are often curious, but because it's not openly discussed, there are many myths and misconceptions surrounding it. Our goal today is to explore both the psychological and physical aspects that come with it, in a way that's easy to understand. From a physical standpoint, the anus has a lot of nerve endings. This makes it a potential source of pleasure for some people. But there are also important things to consider, like hygiene, proper preparation, and communication with your partner to ensure everything is safe and enjoyable. Let's break down what physically happens to the body after anal sex. It's completely normal for the anus to feel a little sore or tender afterward. This is because of the stretching and friction that happens during the act. Some women might even feel a lingering sense of fullness or pressure afterward. But here's the important part. These feelings are usually temporary. They shouldn't cause alarm, and most of the time, the body returns to normal pretty quickly. However, if you or your partner experience persistent pain, discomfort, or bleeding after anal sex, it's a good idea to check in with a healthcare professional to make sure there aren't any underlying issues. Now, let's move on to the psychological side of things. Engaging in anal sex can evoke a wide range of emotions. For some, it's exciting and can be a source of pleasure. But for others, it can bring up feelings of anxiety or vulnerability. This is why communication with your partner is super important. You both need to be on the same page and comfortable with each other's boundaries. Studies show that people who are open to discussing their sexual desires and boundaries with their partner tend to have healthier, more satisfying relationships. It creates a deeper emotional connection when both partners feel heard, respected, and comfortable. Now, let's clear up some common misconceptions. One of the biggest myths is that anal sex causes permanent changes to the body, especially the anus. This is simply not true. While the anus can stretch during sex, it has the ability to return to its normal state afterward. Permanent changes are rare and usually only occur if improper techniques are used or if there's a lack of care during the process. So, the takeaway here is that anal sex doesn't have to be something to fear physically. The most important factors are ensuring that both partners are respectful, prepared, and in clear communication about their comfort levels. For those interested in trying anal sex, there are a few key things to keep in mind to ensure a safe and enjoyable experience. First, hygiene is critical. Because the anus is not lubricating like the vagina, it's important to use a good lubricant to reduce friction and make the experience more comfortable. Secondly, preparation is important. This can include having conversations with your partner about what you're both comfortable with, as well as starting slowly to allow the body time to adjust. Remember, there's no rush. This should be a mutual, enjoyable experience. Lastly, aftercare matters too. Checking in with each other after the experience is essential to ensure that both partners feel good and comfortable, both physically and emotionally. Ultimately, The most important thing to take away from all this is the power of communication and trust. Being open with your partner about your desires, boundaries, and any concerns you might have can build deeper emotional bonds and create a more satisfying sexual experience. People who are comfortable exploring their sexuality in a respectful way with their partner tend to report higher levels of relationship satisfaction. It's all about being mindful of your partner's needs and ensuring mutual respect. However, there are times when things don't go as planned. If you or your partner experience prolonged pain, bleeding, or any discomfort after anal sex, it's important to consult a doctor. These could be signs of injury or another underlying issue. Your health should always come first. Many people hesitate to seek medical advice due to embarrassment. But remember, medical professionals are there to help without judgment. It's always better to address any concerns early to prevent further issues down the road.